Place the material into the extraction tank and secure the lid. This is the separation tank. After closing the lid, begin the vacuum process. Open the vacuum release valve, then activate the vacuum pump. Open the vacuum pump inlet valve. Open the extraction tank valve and the separation tank valve. Create a vacuum inside these two jars. When using for the first time, open all valves on the tanks and evacuate them to a vacuum state. When the vacuum gauge reads -0.7 to -0.8 kilopascals, stop the vacuum pump. First close the valve, then turn off the vacuum pump switch. Then close all valves. After applying vacuum suction, begin adding solvent. This is the connection port for the liquefied solvent cylinder. After evacuating the system, connect the cylinder to the extraction tank using the coupling to introduce the solvent. When the cylinder pressure and extraction tank pressure are balanced and the solvent cannot enter, we need to turn on the compressor. First open the compressor valve. After passing through this buffer tank, the gas enters the compressor. We need to open the compressor's inlet valve and outlet valve. After turning on the compressor, slowly open this valve, do not open it fully at once. Once the solvent has entered and soaked the material, you can shut off both the valve and the compressor. The compressor valves and solvent cylinder valves are also shut off. For small single-outlet solvent cylinders, the cylinder must be inverted when filling. For large double-outlet cylinders, connect to the liquid phase outlet. Then begin the extraction process, which typically takes 40 minutes to complete each cycle. After extraction is complete, open this valve to enter the separation tank. After completion, we need to turn on the compressor. Open the solvent recovery tank valve. Open the valve above the separation tank to allow the solvent to be recovered into the recovery tank. With dual solvent tanks, you can use whichever solvent you prefer for extraction and recovery into one of them. Before conducting experiments on the water tank, preheat it by turning on the electric heating switch on the control box and activating the hot water pump. This is the hot water pump circulating hot water through the extraction jacket for heating. This is a vacuum pump for evacuating air. After filling the material, vacuuming is performed using this pump to evacuate the chamber. This is a vacuum pump for solvent extraction. Vacuum desolvation should be performed after the final extraction cycle. Using a compressor for desolvation is less effective than vacuum desolvation. Vacuum can be achieved down to -0.08 or -0.09 bar. When the pressure in the extraction tank reaches zero, the vacuum pump can be turned on to begin the desolvation process. During desolvation, close this valve and open the vacuum pump inlet valve. Then it is transferred into this tank. This valve must also be opened. Then enter the compressor.